Is anybody here? Anybody here? This one has broke my spirit, man. I don't get it. Okay. Let's see. Let me turn this shit down. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Okay. All right. Nah, Ashley Marie, I'm killing myself, dude. I don't know. I swear to God, man. I'm a pretty smart dude. I'm talking Dean's List, President's List. I don't get this. I go on YouTube, follow the directions. Like, literally, schedule event just like it says and do it. And, I don't know. It's wrong. And now everything, I can't even fucking log into Twitter. I'm so shook up. So, let me try to, here's the link to this new video. Hopefully, if somebody could like tweet that out and let people know that there's a different video or whatever. I'm sorry. Don't understand this shit. You got these keys and shit you gotta use, and they go to different fucking places on their own. Nothing makes sense. But I see idiots doing this. They do it for a living. Why I struggle with it, I do not know. I mean, they're really some morons on YouTube, and now I'm topping that list, I guess. Anyway, shit. I was in a good mood, but I have no sound. Oh, don't tell me that. Okay, y'all can hear me? Why you say that, Doc? Because he does YouTube for a living? Oh, shit. Holy shit. So, yeah, name this thing After Midnight. And, you know, hell, we got... it's after midnight here, but there's people all around the world watching this thing. Hell, I don't even have a clue what time it is where you're at, but it's after midnight here. And I'm ready to talk some Game of Thrones with you guys and see what you're up to. Talk Con of Thrones. How's that? Looks like I'm going, man. I've got a GoFundMe up now. Oh, you actually there's a link in the description of this video. If you know you feel so inclined and you want to throw a few bucks my way, I'm going. But you know, I need to eat and everything too, have a place to stay. So yeah, check that out if you want to. There's a GoFundMe site, you know, if you want to help out. And also, man, there's already people who have donated, and if you're watching this, man, and you're one of them, you know, I wish you guys would email me. Yeah, email. I know that saying email, I guess, is like snail mail used to be. It's like Pony Express now. But yeah, if you would email me, because I still know how to do that, believe it or not. I'd like to get your mailing address and send you guys a thank you gift. So that would be really cool if you want to do that. And I really appreciate it. Getting me there, that's a big thing. It's my birthday, man. Con of Thrones is happening on my birthday. I'll be 45. I'll turn 45 in Dallas. So, damn, I'm getting old. That's why, you know, I guess I'm outdated for this shit. Something. But anyway, I saw something come in here, man. I appreciate it. Let me look here. The Prince That Wasn't Promised. Well, I don't recognize that name. And thank you so much. Get to con, have fun, hype and love. I'll be damned. That's really cool, man. Prince wasn't promised. My email address is dustonTheThrone@gmail.com. Send me an email, please. You can actually, you know, title it Con of Thrones or something. So, there. I see your comment. It says, "What's your email address?" Very cool, man. Yeah, definitely. DustOnTheThrone@gmail.com. I will get to you. I am pretty slow sometimes, but yeah, I'll get to you. How's everybody feeling tonight? I mean, you know, my spirits are getting a little better. I can feel, I'm like a thermometer. My temperature's dropping, so I'm not so embarrassed feeling right now. Michael Smith says, just finished watching the AFL Women's Grand Final. That's awesome, dude. Who's this saying this? Angie D says, you should sell your tie-dye shirts. I would absolutely buy one or two, or 3 or 4 or a dozen. So yeah, Angie, I do sell them. I just, I haven't mentioned it in a long time, and I don't have any kind of, you know, shopping cart, like, you know, website or anything like that set up, which I am working on that. And I'm going to start selling other merchandise as well, but yeah, there'll be, you know, tie-dyed shirts on there, and, I think I'm going to sell some beard oil, because I just love this beard oil so much. I think I'm going to start making my own and, selling it. Because if you guys have beards or love somebody with a beard, you can't beat it. Is Carol Brown in the house? Carol's past your bedtime. There you are. Yes, you're here. So yeah, we got Ashley Marie, Tammy Rolls. I know I saw Doc Holliday, Anita Reinhardt, Jay Scar, 9 Inch Nails Polite, or Nin Polite, whatever. But I always say 9 Inch Nails Polite. I don't know why. Joey Hallman's in the house. Teresa Stewart, Michael Smith, Eduardo Blanco, Fractured Empiricist, Matthew Hernandez. Man, this is really cool, guys. Hanging out late with me. So I'll tell you what. Oh, son of a. I thought that was the same one. Thanks, Prince. Man, damn. You know what? Happy birthday, man. Looking forward to Constream. I watched every video you and Chris have ever put out. Wow. I'll tell you what, man. I think some of my videos would be like hell on earth for people, because you look at them, they're like 2 hours long sometimes. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Cool. Thanks for saying that. 9 Inch Nails Polite. I don't know why. I just drag the whole thing out every time I see your name. Yeah, tell you, Doc, man, that's awesome. That's crazy. I love it. Damn, Ashley Marie. Miss Mandy of Noth. The Prince that wasn't promised is quite gratuitous tonight. You're not kidding, man. So yeah, what was I gonna say earlier? Oh, I dropped the beard oil thing on you, so that's gonna be cool. If you have a beard, or you have a loved one with a beard, you get them this stuff, man. And like I've told you before, it's like mojo in a bottle. I don't know what it is. It's just a mixture of different essential oils, and this concoction is really cool. It absorbs in your skin, and dude, it's awesome. So Jay Scar says $100 pays for a week-long hotel in Oak Cliff in Dallas. So what is Oak Cliff, a suburb of Dallas or something? I have never been, believe it or not. I have never been west of the Mississippi. So if you look at a map of the United States and you know follow the Mississippi all the way down, I have been to every single state to the right of it. Every one. Been from Maine to Key West, Florida, and every state up around the Great Lakes and everything. But I've never been west of the Mississippi. Been right up to it. Been to Tunica and Memphis. Just never have been west. So this is going to be cool for me. Oh, J Scar saying not a nice area. I don't need nice, man. Just they can keep their bed bugs and shit like that. Nine Inch Nails polite chiming in on that on Oak Cliff. I'll definitely look that up. Hoonjob says he'll try some beard oil. Rock and roll, brother. You'll be my guinea pig. I guess I'm the guinea pig. But I didn't mix this up. I'm just going to use the same recipe. Yeah, Alyssa. Absolutely. I went to Sam's Town, stayed at Sam's Town for a week in Tunica. That was pretty cool. Let's see here. Prince that wasn't promised. I've never left the East Coast. Yeah, man, I love the East Coast. I do. But back, my first car was a 1961 Ford Econoline van. So it looked like the Mystery Machine, you know, just straight down in the front. So if you Google them, man, I mean, you'll fall in love with it. It's awesome. And there's a 3-speed on the column, and steering wheels like this. And there's all this play in the steering wheel. No seat belts, of course. They didn't come in it. So you had your driver's seat, and then you had the doghouse that covered the engine right between the seats, and then the passenger seat. So you could sit three across in that van, right? And it was the windshield was so straight. I remember one time my windshield wipers quit working, and I used to use a squeegee. And I could literally drive and reach out and squeegee the windshield. But my dream at that time, before I got caught up in life or whatever, was to go to the beach here on the East Coast and take one of those pictures you see people do where like you take a picture of your tires on the sand on the Atlantic Ocean, and then the ass of your van on the Pacific Ocean on the beach there, and then merge the two pictures together. So it's like, your van is touching both beaches. I always wanted to do that, and one day I'll do it. I still will. I don't have that van though. God, I miss that thing. Oh, it was just I called that thing Swamp Thing. I got that thing for $200 because it had been submerged completely in Lake Norman here in North Carolina. And so yeah, but it was awesome, man. I loved that fucking thing. Let's see. Doc Holliday says I have a '65 Beetle with a flat windshield. Hell yes. I love those old Beetles, man. You can't hurt them. I mean, that's a solid damn. German engineering is impressive. So, I do have a Patreon, The Prince That Wasn't Promised. You have a Patreon, no link? I knew there was something missing. I told Chris, I said, I think there's, Streamlabs is missing, but I was wrong. It was Patreon. I knew something was missing on there. So, yeah, I do have a Patreon, and I don't even, thanks, Doc. Yeah. So yeah, if you go on there, Prince That Wasn't Promised, you'll see I have the different rewards set up finally. I have people here in the chat who've been patrons on there for a long time, and I didn't even have any rewards. So yeah, I got to, I just set those up this week. Miss Mandy of Noth said, do I watch Vikings? No. And it's crazy. You're probably the third person this week that's asked me that. You know, the other two weren't online. They were in person. But, and probably in the last year, 20 or 30 people have asked me that. So it must be a good show. I need to watch that. There's no excuse either. I mean, I need to watch. I'll watch an episode tonight before I go to sleep. Because, I mean, I'm going to tell you guys, you probably can see these bags under my eyes. I don't know what's happening to me, but for some reason, I can't sleep anymore. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I can't sleep at night. I have watched the sun come up 4 out of 5 days this week, something like that. It's crazy. So, I had a friend tell me that I should, hold on, melatonin, I think. I should take melatonin. Yeah. And then my daughter visited tonight, and I was telling her I couldn't sleep lately, and she's like, I got some melatonin, you want some? And I'm like, yeah. So I'll have some tomorrow. And hell yeah. Hopefully that helps. But so Miss Mandy says, yes, please watch Vikings and we will discuss. I'll do that, man. I'll do a Vikings discussion. If you would, somebody tell me, how many seasons have there been of Vikings? How late in the game am I on this? Cool. As to sleeping, yes, melatonin, valerian root, or green tea. You're not joking about the valerian root? Is that really a thing? That's cool. Same chemical in your brain that tells you it's time for bed. Oh, I need it. I need a high dose of it. 5 seasons already, Deb? Wow. Well, I didn't get involved in Game of Thrones till the season 6, so very cool. Miss Mandy says, yes, it's really a thing. Well, I was just thinking of Valyrian steel. Damn it, Alyssa Banks. That's what my daughter said. She said there's something in it that causes nightmares. Miss Mandy says, I use it for anxiety. Well, hell, you know I need that too. This might be my cure-all. I'm super interested now. Oh, Prince, you must have went over there. Thank you so much, man. Anything. I mean, seriously, I hate, and that's the thing I've told people, man. I hate feeling like some kind of virtual panhandler or something. But no, man, I mean, you know, you got to keep fuel in the machine. And so if you can help, I mean, that's awesome. If not, I mean, you know, that's cool too. I love making friends, man. And that's one reason I want to go to con. I want to put some, you know, some more faces to names. And so yeah, if you come up, say, you know, for instance, say, I'm 9 Inch Nails Polite, you know, don't say, hi, I'm Joanne or whatever, you know, because I'll never know, or Mike or whatever. I need to know your username on here, because that's the ones that are burnt in my head. Mr. McGee says, start at the beginning of Vikings Jam. Oh, I will. And I would definitely, I'll do a video. So, like, okay, look for Vikings season 1, episode 1 video for me. Whether I continue on or what, I will at least say what I think about it, and we'll go from there. So that'll be cool. Jay Scar says, I wish I hadn't moved out of Dallas. Would have taken James and Chris out for some fun. We need it. We do. And you know, these road trips for us are fun. I mean, it's like camping. When Chris and I go camping, you love to be a fly on the wall. Some of the conversations we get into are so ridiculously deep and crazy. Hoonjive says, I go by Hoonjive. Even my wife and mom call me Hoon. That's cool. That's exactly what I call you. Even if you introduced yourself and told me, you know, your real name, you're Hoonjive, dude. It's stuck. My mom always called me Carl. That's my middle name, Carl. Um, you know, my whole life. I guess she called me Jamie until second grade. I remember walking into school, and I told her on that first day of second grade, I want to be James. I don't want to be Jamie anymore. Tammy Rolls says, I know how you feel, James. I'm going to set up a GoFundMe page to get a psychoeducational assessment for my daughter, and I feel the same. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. But, you know, good luck with that, really. And, you know, let us know if you do set it up. We'll spread the word. I'll try to help out as much as I can. Paula Marie says, I sent you an email. Well, very cool, Paula. That's cool. When I get off here, I'll have to go check my email. But, 9 Inch Nails Polite, you said if you like dive bars, I recommend Lee Harvey's in Dallas. Really? Because we're going to go, we're going to go check out Dealey Plaza and all that and see, you know, I want to go in the book depository and see that thing they got set up in there. So that'll be cool. But I can't believe there's a bar like that. Name that. That's cool. Jay Scar says, James, you need a lady, I think. Why do you think so? Why do you think that? Ladies are nothing but trouble. My experience, anyway. Lady Lotus, that's a great idea, actually. Um, yeah, keep them all the same. Cause see, I feel crazy, you know, cause I started like my Twitter handle is at Dust Sports, which was my other channel that has been, you know, inactive for a long time. The Daily Useless Sports Trivia. So when I tweet for this channel, I feel weird. It's like drinking Pepsi out of a cup that says Coke on it. It just don't feel right. You know what I mean? You feel like a traitor or something. Just something's wrong with the universe if you drink, you know, Coke out of a Pepsi cup or Pepsi out of a Coke cup. I'm weird. The Prince That Wasn't Promised, James, what is your favorite tinfoil? Most likely to be true, but the one that would be not most likely to be true, but the one that would be most interesting if true. Okay. The one that keeps coming up and I'm like, you know, I don't think it's true, but it would be crazy if it was true, would be Bran being the Night King. You know, I hate the idea of it, don't get me wrong, but I just think that would be the most interesting if true. So I don't know if you guys agree with me or that. There are a lot of people that really believe that, and they have things they pull from and try to, you know, prove it. Man, I got shorts on, and I want to stand up and go get my drink. It's right behind me. Let me see if I can slide over here and you guys not see my white ass legs. My legs are so white, it makes my socks look dirty. Hold on a second. I've still been being good. I've had a 6-pack that's lasted me a long time, so don't beat me up over this. Listen, whoever said they want to see my knees, when I was a young man, I was told I had very sexy legs. I'll just leave it at that. Miss Mandy, no, I'm a lotion freak, dude. You'll never catch my legs ashy. And that's one thing as far as lotion goes. As far as brand loyalty, I have to have the same lotion all the time. So, it's Jergens, the aloe. Now, if you know Jergens lotion, this is gonna make me seem so weird. If you know Jergens lotion, they used to have a purple, because you know they have different colors. And they had a purple Jergens that was called like Skin Firming or Skin something like that, and that's all I ever used. Now they discontinued that line, so I switched. I tried out this the aloe, soothing aloe, I think is what it's called, and that, bam, that's the bomb. That's the best lotion for me. Who else? Come on, guys. What other channel is going to be, 10 after 1 in the morning talking about Jergens soothing aloe lotion? Nobody. So we might be I don't know. We're just one big weird family, and I would love to hang out with all you guys, because y'all get my weirdness and accept it. Organic unrefined coconut oil is the best. Lotion usually have alcohols or mineral oil, which is petroleum jelly. No shit. I'll tell you what, if mine does, if my lotion has that, my body really loves that. Miss Mandy of Noth, do you have to work in the morning? Nah, no ma'am. Prince, that wasn't promised. I'm a Nivea snob. I used to be, what was the one that's water, Aquafina? No, Aquafina, that's a freaking water. What is that one? It's, Lubriderm. I used to like Lubriderm. Now, it's like my skin feels weird when I put it on there. Excuse me. I'll try it, Alyssa. I would try it. But again, my skin has to absorb it right and like it. But now, my thing is this, and I don't want to seem vain. I don't want to seem vain at all. But I'm like, really need to get some kind of cold cream or something. Now, I hope it's just this, screwed up sleep cycle I'm in right now that's causing these puffy eyes. But I don't know if I need to do the cucumber trick or whatever, but this is killing me, because it's not just the way it looks, it's the way it feels, man. I can like feel that my eyes are puffy, and I don't dig it at all. J Scar says, someone take James and Chris to Twin Peaks. We have a Twin Peaks here, or had one when I was a young man and frequented bars like that. I can't do Twin Peaks anymore, man. Yeah, Carol, I've heard about tea bags on your eyes. I might try that. Okay, so everybody's chiming in with tea bags, so that's cool. And I like tea. I definitely have tea bags in the cabinet. But so what are the cucumbers for? When I see, on TV, somebody's at a spa and they're laying there with a mask on and they have pieces of cucumber on their eyes, is that for the same thing? What's up, Echo? Okay, so wet tea bags, put them in the fridge, let them get good and cold, and then use them. I'd do it right here on camera. That sounds so appealing to me. Damn, Carol. Also, likely too much sodium in your diet? I hope not, man. I've been trying to watch my BP. So how many of you guys, did you guys see that live stream I was on with Kyle? That was a lot of fun. But I'll tell you one thing I noticed. That was my first time doing a video with that Hangouts app. So what you guys didn't get to see, you know, you're only on screen if you're making noise into your mic, right? So what you guys don't know is like the whole time that I was listening to him talk, I'm like steadily making eye contact with the camera. You know what I mean? I'd be over here just smiling and looking at the camera, thinking, you know, because I've been told that, you know, you need to look in the camera more and stuff like that. So, so I was focusing on looking in the camera when I wasn't talking. So then I go back and watch the video, and what happens? I talk, and then when it flashes to me, I'm like looking around like this when I'm talking and stuff. But I promise you, man, like when I wasn't talking, I was, you know, looking into the camera and trying to focus. And so, yeah, that's funny, man. I know, dude, the prince that wasn't promised, drink for you and Chris at the con. Thank you so much. You better email me your address. I'm telling you, man. No joke. Prince is raining money, man. Gosh, I could just give you a freaking, just give you a big hug, man. I appreciate that a lot. I see this fire and hype and love. Is really cool. Man, I appreciate you guys coming over here and supporting another channel like me. You know, Kyle's a good guy. He's tried to help me a lot. He actually is the one that encouraged me to do the GoFundMe. And I actually, last time I checked, I had raised $210 of my 1,030 goal. And I know the 1,030 seems weird, like a weird number, but you know, when you read the terms, they take 2.9%, and then they take another, I think it's 30 cents per donation or something like that. So I was like, yeah, I added up and I just rounded up, so because I wanted $1,000, you know, a nice round number like that. So that's why it says 1,030. I'm a weirdo, I know. Miss Mandy, Kyle is a good guy. He is. I met him at con last year. It's the first time I ever met him, first time I ever spoke to him at all. And dude came up to me like he knew me, and George was with him. George was super cool too. Hung out with those guys for probably, you know, an hour or two. And then, you know, at that time I'd only been on Smokescreen. I don't even think my channel was started. If it was in its infancy. And he still interviewed me and did a standalone video interviewing me with fake news. And I thought that was really cool, because there were some other YouTubers there who there were don't get me wrong, there's a lot of friendly YouTubers there, but there's some YouTubers there who wouldn't have done that. They definitely wouldn't have. Prince that wasn't promised. So to be honest, I found all of you at the same time. I didn't get into Game of Thrones until season 5. So cool. So yeah, I don't know about you, Prince that wasn't promised, but I am on the second book. I have to get back to reading it. There's Living My Rhapsody. I don't know if you guys know Living My Rhapsody or recognize the name from the chat, but Living My Rhapsody sent me a copy of her book and asked me to check it out. So I've been reading that book. I need to get back to my Game of Thrones reading, Song of Ice and Fire reading. Carol Brown, James set 310. Very cool. Dude, that might have been, I'm telling you right now, Prince that wasn't promised, if you went over there and dropped another 100 over there, all right, when I get off here, I better check my email, dustonthethrone@gmail.com. There better be an email from you there with your address. I'm going to hook you up. I surely appreciate that. Yoli Stark says, when is my deadline? I don't know that I have one. I guess, you know, when con rolls around. I've never done it before, so I'm not too sure. I see what you're saying. Prince of Promise wasn't promised. Yeah, you listen to audiobooks at work and do the research too. Yeah, and that's the one thing that really drew me to this, because there are other fantasy stuff, things, stories and movies and stuff like that I don't know if they have the same kind of backstory and history. It's just so well developed to me. It feels so real when you read about this history and stuff. So that's what attracted me to this show and this book series. It's a whole world. So here we go. Fraction and Pierce says, I'm never sure if you get my emails. Are you kidding me? I mean, the only way you wouldn't be sure is if I'm not answering them. And if I'm not answering them, I might not be. I promise you this, I will look. I'll look tonight. Because, all right, I am a Hotmail guy, right? But when I set this up, I set up Gmail. Just thinking it'd be just like Hotmail, but it doesn't. I mean, it freaking, I don't know, it's just different the way the way your emails, your new emails come in. So like, for instance, excuse me, let's say you and I have an email stream going, right? In my inbox, if you send me a new email, it highlights as a new email way down, chronologically where we last talked. So if it's not on that first page when I log in and I go there to my inbox, I might miss it, because it's very rare that I scroll up and go back and look, if that makes sense. Good night, J Scar. Thanks so much for hanging out. I know, Carol, I don't use Twitter enough. Damn it, I hate it that I don't, but I'm going to start. I am. And what happens is, say I go on there every 3 or 4 days, right? I'll see a lot of love on there for me, man. And so then I'll go through and I'll heart those things and those comments and stuff, and I really appreciate it, man. But I feel like the people might get a notification that I liked it and be like, "It took you so long," But to me, it was brand new when I saw it. So, Seraph and Drake on Twitter, very cool. Fractured. Tell him, Doc. I think what I'm going to do, and I meant to tell you guys this, I think I will do an actual Dust on the Throne Facebook page too. I mean, that's pretty much, the social media that I do check when I have time. And it would be fun to have that. I mean, because I don't know if I want to, put my personal Facebook out there. You know what I mean? And get some kind of troll or some hater or something messing with me and my family, So I think I'll do a Dust on the Throne Facebook and start sharing that too, because I'd be more inclined to go to Facebook. But then hell, if I'm going to Facebook and my audience doesn't use it, that sucks. I know. So I mean, my kids keep telling me, Facebook is for old people. So I don't know. I'm in this weird where I'm not too old to use social media or to understand how all this shit works, but I am a little older, man. It just doesn't, I don't know. My generation has had to adapt to this, whereas like my kids who are 18 and 14, they grew up with all this. So it's all cool. I mean, it's all natural to them. And it sucks getting older because you realize, I mean, you remember, well, like me as a cable guy, for instance, I started in cable when I was in my 20s, and you'd always make fun of the old people, where I guess you've all seen that picture where the cable guy takes the remote and tapes all the buttons, tapes them all except power, channel up and down, volume up and down, and just covers all the other ones up. Because I mean, you give the older people that remote with 50 buttons on it, and it's so intimidating to them, and you have all these trouble calls where you have to go back out, re-educate the customer on it. Because I was the one guy who, my numbers, they had all these metrics when they would do your score to evaluate you and everything, and so I never had a high score on the volume, the quantity of work, the number of jobs cleared, but I would have like great quality control, great customer feedback and customer education, because I would literally sit with an old person. Because okay, picture a DVR, introducing that to somebody who never understood the concept. All they wanted was cable. But because of the package rates and everything, they were sold this awesome package with the DVR and all these channels and shit, and they want to see prices right. You know what I'm saying? Clear. So if you're putting this in, you cannot just go slap a DVR in there, hand them the remote, and say, go to channel 411 and it'll tell you how to work all this shit. That's what a lot of my peers did. And then I would go behind them, and they would say, yeah, he just dropped it off and handed me the remote and didn't teach me anything. So I would stay there long enough, and I would make them hold it. It wasn't like I'm just going to go, oh, you can do this, 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 and this, this, and this. Ain't that cool? And then hand them the remote. I mean, that's no good. I would make them hold it, and I would go through these scenarios. I'd be like, okay, here's what I want you to do. After I told them, I would be like, okay, I want you to record what's coming on Channel 9 tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And I wouldn't leave until they could show me that they'd mastered the ability to go into the future and schedule something to record. So that's just the way I was. Ooh, y'all were talking Pong. I remember when Pong came into my neighborhood. We were all at my buddy's house hanging out there. And that's back when, Pong had those, the things you had to screw onto the back of the TV. They had the two screws where the antenna would stick, and that's where you put the Pong thing to connect it, the RF connector. You'd be back there with a butter knife, feeling like you're doing something. Oh, Angie D. I'm an only child with Pong. It was sad. Yeah, right hand versus left hand. Bless your heart. Prince That Wasn't Promised started with Atari. Yeah, that was a big deal too. I honestly remember the first Atari that came in our neighborhood, and that was the house right next door to the person with Pong. So he went out of fashion really quick when Atari came to his next door neighbor's house. Then everybody was over there. It was really cool. Amanda Stewart's in the house. What's going on? It's 1:30. Welcome to the party. I don't know. How long have I been streaming? Hell, I don't even know. Because I got on so late. 50 minutes, maybe 50 minutes to an hour. And we've barely talked about Game of Thrones. I'm so sorry, guys. Katrine C says, I'm not afraid to be old. I'm afraid not to be old. I'm halfway now. That's cool. I know what you mean. I just, I hate it when you reach a point in your life. Okay, so like, I'll be 45, like I said, at Con of Thrones. On May 27th, I'll turn 45. And, all right, so you got, like, George Foreman won the heavyweight title at 45. But that's it. I mean, that's the record, right? You got, like, Nolan Ryan. I think he threw a no-hitter at 44 and at 45. So 45 is, like, the oldest. Jack Nicklaus won the Masters at 46. So I'm right there at this cliff's edge of where, you can't do shit after this age. Or, so, maybe NASCAR. I don't know. You try to think of people doing shit old. But pretty much, yeah. Pete Rose played to like 45. Carl Yastrzemski, he was about 44, 45. Tommy John was 46, maybe 47. Phil Necro, 47 probably. I mean, you got some guys, but I just remember it's been a long time ago, man. When I remember going to my first Panthers game and looking at the program, and there's only like one dude that was older than me, and he was John Casey, the kicker. And now if I went, I mean, hell, there's nobody my age in the NFL. Nobody. Matthew Hernandez, how old was George Blanda when he finally retired? Yeah, good call. Now, George, he was amazing because he still kicked field goals and shit when he got, the older he got. I'd say he's no older than I am now. But you got to remember, back then, you crossed 40, that was a huge deal. So I wouldn't say he was any older than 45, 46, maybe 47. He damn sure wasn't, quarterback or anything then. He was just, he was just kicking. That's something to Google. I mean, check it out. Or go to profootballreference.com. That's a great. Ooh, Daniel Green, Julio Franco. I love that. Yes. Now, Julio, God, he came so close to 3,000 hits. I wish he would have got it. 48, they say, George Blanda. That is amazing. That is amazing. I know Warren Moon and Vinny Testaverde, they both played well into their 40s. Alyssa Banks, Tom Brady. Yeah, he's 40. So, I mean, that's cool. 40 is, I guess 40 is really the new 30 in sports, I would say. My son, 9, was like, how do you do that? I say, I'm a ninja. Oh, that's cool. So I think I just got a subscriber. That's really cool. Thank you, whoever you are. I didn't notice it. But thank you so much. Whoa. Fractured Empiricist says, my gran got her PhD at 75. Now that's something I hope to achieve. Because I went back to school at 30. All right. And I excelled. I mean, really, I did really well in school. I was really impressed after being out of school that long. All right, so I went back at 30, and my senior year, I was, trying to get my bachelor's, business administration. My senior year, I took a new job at Time Warner, and they had these GPS trackers on the company van, right? So it was night school, so I would try to get off work and go straight to school. Couldn't go home. I had to go in there. If I was dirty, covered in insulation from crawling in attics or under a house, whatever, I would go in there just like that. And I was still doing great. But they started complaining about my van showing up 2 towns away, because they bought our fuel and, they took care of our vehicles. So I kind of understand that. But you would think if you're trying to better yourself, especially in something that would translate over into your career choice, that degree, transfers perfectly. And so I quit. I quit going. So I'm technically a senior and probably lost some of those credits by now. I think they go away after time, don't they? I don't know. But I want to finish that degree because I don't even have an associate's or anything for all the time I put in and all the student loans I racked up, man. So yeah, that's something I do want to achieve, and it doesn't matter how old you are. The only thing is, I mean, technology again scares me because it's moved along so rapidly. If there's any of those things I got to go back and do again, like, the Microsoft Office suite classes and stuff like that, which I'm good with Excel, pretty good. But you know, they make you do some really complex shit in Excel and those other programs, Access and shit like that. Tammy rolls, I guess I'm a young and I'm 37. Hey, you know, but you know, we're all around that same age. Somebody a little older, somebody a little younger. We're all in this cool little group here. And if there's people that are way younger than us on here, they're just cool as hell. Wouldn't you agree? Hanging with the older kids. So I think Paula said, let's pray for her. She had a PET scan coming up. So yeah, you know, nothing but good vibes, positive energy, Paula. You know, we all love you here. Bless your heart. Seems like you can't get a break, you know? So kind of like me, we got these black clouds, you know, like they're tied to us like a evil helium balloon with a long string. And so but anyway, look at all you guys who've done these things late in life. That's cool. Look at Carol. Check out evergreen programs at UNC Charlotte. Yeah, I was going to Catawba College in Salisbury. I mean, I'd like to finish my degree there, but I would take it from anywhere. You're damn right. But oh, you're welcome, Paula. So there was, let's see, what was the Game of Thrones I was going to talk about? Oh yeah. All right, so right before Kyle and I went on the other day live, he hits me with this news about they've said that they'll be filming in the Dragon Pit again in King's Landing. So what do you think of that? I mean, what do you guys think is going to happen there? I've been thinking about it since we streamed. I mean, so yeah, he hit me with that, and then we went live, and then so I was like, oh hell, I didn't really have time to think about, you know, what do I think? And so I don't know. I did like him saying something about Clegane Bowl. I think that would be super cool to have there. Doc Holliday. I majored in cheerleading in college with a minor in drinking. Oh shit. Oh man. Now see, that's normal college for people, I think, right? Lady Lotus says everyone retreating to King's Landing, maybe. You know, that's possible. I'm sure that's you know, because like Chris has talked about so many times, there's there's going to be a retreat. It has to happen because they're not going to be you know, the people in the north, they're not going to be able to hold off this army. There's going to have to be a retreat, and then everybody get their shit together and plan this and work together to stop this army coming marching south. And so I could see that kind of everybody bottlenecking right there at King's Landing, so to speak. I'm trying to think. There was somebody, I can't remember their name, in Kyle's chat who said something like, what did he say? Jaime kills Cersei, the mountain kills Jaime, and then the Hound and Arya, the Hound and Arya team up and kill the mountain. That would be pretty cool. Amanda Stewart, I got my Captain and Dr. Pepper right now. Proto Stark, everybody. Oh, that's awesome. I'm not drinking real wine tonight, but I'm drinking cheer wine, so I'll have a drink with you. All right. So yeah, we got 44 watching now and 41 likes. 43 now. Somebody dropped off. But hey, if you get a chance and you hadn't hit that like button, I just liked it myself. I didn't know I could do that. So that's cool. So now we got 43 likes, 44, 45. Hey, thank you guys. Prince that wasn't promised. I'm drinking Evan Williams, my favorite cheap booze. That is a good cheap booze, man. I used to drink that a little bit. Who's drinking coffee? Fractured. Okay, cool. I could go for a cup of coffee right now, to be honest with you. My eyes feel so puffy. Somebody said, talking about the leaks, and now I see Deborah Breedlove saying there are no real leaks. There are no real leaks, guys. They have a team doing a bit of messing with us. And, you know, that is in their best interest. If you think about it, if it was up to you and you were responsible for keeping this shit locked tight, why not give people something? Because everybody's hungry for it, right? So feed them a couple BS things that could possibly sound real and let them run with it and let them go crazy. And that'll keep their mind off of what's really happening. Because, I mean, they know, man, that it's a long night and everybody is hungry to find out what the hell happens. So, Doc Holiday, you want cheap? I'm drinking Busch Light. I drank a Busch Light a couple weeks ago. Excuse me. That was my mom's favorite beer. Matthew Hernandez is Apple Annie's. Very cool. I told you guys before that I'm a White Russian guy. I need to make me a big fat White Russian and come sit down and talk with you guys. Like this right here, guys. This is why I love doing this. Is like there's literally 44 people, 45 counting me, at 1:40 a.m. my time, you know, whatever it is your time, is still late as hell or very early. And listen, we're just hanging out, you know, talking to each other and talking about what we're drinking, and we talked about lotions and putting tea bags on your eyes. And I mean, damn it, this is freaking this is just so cool, dude. Princes were making it rain in here tonight. Damn it, man, that's amazing. Thank you so much. All right, what does this say? If you had to place each of the 7 to a character who would survive, who would you choose? Okay, I'm not good at this. I'm not good. I would have to look them up. Like, you know, usually when me and Chris are on together, like, he knows all of them, you know, the different ones. I would have to look them up. I'll take that for homework. How's that? I'm glad that wasn't one of your $50 ones. I'd feel so bad, but yeah, that would be homework for me. Like, see, Chris, he knows that shit off the top of his head, and he can go, bam, that sounds like so and so, and I can go, yeah, I could see that, or maybe this, you know, person or whatever. But now, what I can say about that is I do believe there might be something to that. We've talked about that on our videos, and Prince, it wasn't promised. I don't know if you know, but Chris and I on his Smokescreen channel, we got a 5-part series. It's called Dragon Raised by Wolves. It was a 4-part series, but we've added a 5th where we really go in depth with our in-game prediction. But in that series, we've talked about this and how, you know, you could have those 7. It's everything you need to, you know, start civilization all over again after a big, devastating, you know, thing that wipes out so many people. It's almost like the Noah's Ark thing. You know what I mean? Like, if you buy into that story, I mean, we're all descendants of Noah's Ark, you know. So that's cool. Doc Holiday says he has the shirt to prove it. I absolutely do. Several of them, dude. And Doc, are you gonna be at con? Have you said? Cause I've got to see you again, dude. And thank you in person for all the shit you've done. And I've been thinking of some like logos and shit for myself. So I might hit you up about your screen printing connection you got. But I know you've already got the screens. I would love to get some of my tie-dyed shirts with the area working on there too. I love that. Okay, cool, Doc. Yeah, man, I hope so too, dude. And like I said, Sunday will be my birthday, so maybe we can get together, everybody get together Saturday night and go into midnight and wish me a happy birthday. That'd be really cool. Who did you choose for Smith? I see. Who said that? Damn, the chat moved on me. Said Smith took me the longest. There we go. Yeah, Mother, Father, Maiden, Crone, Warrior, Stranger, Smith. You said Smith took me the longest. Who did you choose? Well, I done messed something up here. I need to take it easy on this damn mouse here. Deborah Brela, birthday hat removal. Absolutely. Anita Reinhardt, I'm with you, Prince. I press play and listen to all of James and Chris videos while I work in the office. Replaying is okay with me. Helps through the long night. That's really cool, Anita. Thank you so much. And that's exactly what I do too, because I can't watch all the live streams that I wanna watch, you know, or just videos for that matter. So I get the notifications, man, and I love to listen as I drive. And a lot of times just hanging out at the house when I'm cooking and things like that. Man, I made some amazing freaking homemade chicken noodles last night. It's really, really good. Nice, Nils Blake. We'll have to find you a birthday kiss, James. Y'all crazy. Lady Lotus, I listen to the lives on my hour-plus commute. Exactly. There was a time, man, when I was working in Raleigh every day. And, you know, a couple hours, about 3 hours, you know, I would listen to a lot on those drives. Because you don't really have to see, you don't have to watch, you know, and but the way my truck is, you know, the old ashtray in there slides out right underneath the radio, so I can turn my phone sideways and sit it right there. And I'm not condoning watching YouTube videos while you drive, but I mean, damn it, that's one good thing about being old is shit, man. I've been driving for 30 years now almost, and knock on wood, never had a ticket, never had a wreck. I'm proud of that. The Prince that wasn't promised, did I see your picture for 7? No, I'm scrolling up right now, because I always love this conversation right here. Okay, Smith is Gendry. Absolutely can see that. No doubt about it. Stranger, Arya. She's the pick. Everybody's stranger pick, I believe. Warrior, Jamie. Okay. Mother, Dany. Father, Jon. Crone, Cersei. Maiden, Sansa. So, okay, so when you put this list together, now these are 7 people that you think will survive this. To be able to, you know, start civilization all over again. I think a lot of people would tell you that you're going to have to pick one for Jon and Dany. I'm just saying that, you know, what I hear, most people don't believe we'll have both of them. And then most people don't believe Jaime or Cersei will be around. So if yours is right, I would be so happy because I would like all of these people to stick around. I like that list. I like that. Carol Brown says John is the smith, getting work done, forging new paths. I could see that. He definitely gets shit done that nobody else can get done. He gets people to work together. Nobody, can get work together. He's an amazing guy. Okay, Deborah Breelove says the Warriors Brienne. I would think Brienne also. Lady Lotus, let's see here. Mother Danny, Father John, Maiden Sansa, Warrior Hound, Smith Gendry, Crone, Cersei, Stranger, Arya. Okay, so yeah, you see a lot of the same names on here. I like that list too. I really do. Jay Stom says, "Ayo, late nighter over here." That's right, man. Welcome. Come on in and hang out. Look at Marilyn Bentley jumping in here. Thank you so much. Oh, Amanda Stewart above that says, "I'll kiss you, James." Amanda, step away from the alcohol. Oh, Amanda likes making me blush. Marilyn Bentley, thank you so much. She says, "James, I just want to say thank you for hours of Game of Thrones fun you've done on YouTube. It's been amazing watching you learn from Chris. I listened to the Dragon Raised by Wolves series so many times I can recite it. Thanks, bro." Damn, Marilyn, thank you so much, man. Chris will be happy to hear that too. And I'd appreciate it, man, if you'd share that. Even if you have before, it's timeless. It's out there. Our predictions, you got to admit, guys, we made them early in the game. We talked about it, and it was like, let's do it. Let's do it now. So, and put a lot of thought into it and put those videos out. And, I don't know if you guys pay attention to what's going on YouTube, but if you go to Chris's channel, man, just go click it and click the videos, right? And look down through there and look at how, it wasn't that long ago that he could put out a video on anything, and it would get a ton of views. And I know we're in off season, don't get me wrong, but just look down through there. It'll blow your mind how his views have fallen off, even though now he has way more subs than he did back then. It's like, I don't know. You can look around YouTube and it seems like other Game of Thrones channels are thriving. I don't know. He still puts the same amount of thought. We talk about Game of Thrones in this house all day, every day. He's constantly thinking of new theories and stuff. He inspires me all the time. And I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. I'm perplexed. And I hate to go off on Chris, thank you so much for complimenting me. But everybody knows he's my Game of Thrones sensei. And I just don't get it. I can't help but stick up for the guy. He's a hard worker behind the scenes, man. You know how many times I'd have crashed and burned if he didn't come and throw me a lifeline? I don't get it. His theories are solid. Anybody can argue them, don't get me wrong. Because everybody, you come up with an idea and you figure out a way to shape, all the data to fit your idea, right? Well, the way he does it is he'll come up with an idea and he'll shoot down his own freaking idea. It's cool to watch. So he doesn't sell himself on an idea, just so it'll be cool sounding or far-fetched sounding and like he's the only guy that can guess it. If it's a common sense theory, he keeps it common sense. If it feels outlandish but it feels right to him, he'll research until he can make himself feel comfortable saying it on camera, or just give up and put it to bed until he can think some more on it. So, again, I'm gonna get off my soapbox, but I don't know, man. Like, I guess all I'm asking is, Chris has tons of videos out there, and if you have any favorites, share them. You know, let's get him some heat back on his channel, man. I don't that one has perplexed me for a long time, and I used to try to freaking not get involved in this shit, but I can't figure it out. I don't know if you know how when you watch a video, right, and on the side it'll be like related videos. I don't know if he's not showing up there or what, but do you know that this dude, he can put out a video, he can put out a new video and lose 8 subscribers? Explain that. I don't get it. But yeah, his comments are great on the video, and he doesn't have a lot of thumbs down. You know, he's probably 98% thumbs up on everything the whole time he's been on YouTube. And so it's not like people watch this new video and go, screw this dude, and unsubscribe. But that's what it looks like. I mean, it's like discouraging to him. He puts out a new video and can count on it. You can take it to the bank. He's going to lose at least 3 subs. I don't know. Damn, I'm glad I'm not drinking tonight. I might have went off right there for a little bit worse than that. But that's my 2 cents on that. And thank you so much for the donation. Thank you for the compliment to me. But I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, so I had to say that. That's getting me a little misty-eyed. Pisses me off. Anyway, we're working on some new theories for you guys. Just hang tight. Yeah, Deborah, I agree. Something is wrong with the algorithm. Yeah, it is a Catlin rant, Doc. It pisses me off though, man. He's got to be the hardest working guy on YouTube. I just don't get it. Well, yeah, Deb, I agree. People are fickle. They are fickle. And it seems like the new trend is, I'm going to, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to say anymore. I'll end up in a fist fight at Con of Thrones. Anyway. Yeah, the prince that wasn't promised. You feel like you know us and spent more time with us than family. I know, and when I talk to people outside of this community, like in my everyday life, and I try to you know, explain the draw and how why I'm so into this, it's like, dude, you don't understand. I mean, these people are like family. They're like real legitimate friends and family. More so, I get more support from you guys than I do my own blood, and that's not a slam on my blood. It's not like they've turned their back on me. I'm just saying that's how good you are. It blows my mind. But anyway, Paula, we can't do more than we are. Let's focus on the positive. That's a good thing to live by right there. Fractured. So sometimes it physically hurts that I can't hug you. Oh, that's awesome. That's touching. And listen, you know, if you guys show up to con, or if we ever do the proto-con like we're talking about, you know, I'm hugging everybody. So get ready. Paula, stop complaining about the negative stuff because we are supporting on Patreon. Well, yeah, Paula, but I mean, now that's kind of weird to say right there. I mean, you know, this thing is multifaceted, you know, so it's like, you know, hey, don't complain about that flat tire. You got 3 good ones. You know, you gotta, you know, water every plant in the garden. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Patreon is awesome, and it's the only thing keeping the lights on in this house right now. And so it is damn sure appreciated, but still, it's like, you know, you can't, you know, overlook the other too. I mean, it's not the money I'm complaining about as much as the views, and why would he lose subs when he puts out a new video that he's got all this thought in and everything, and you know, I don't know. It's just weird. But you are right about don't think about the negative. Let's focus on the positive. That's what we all need to do. The prince that wasn't promised, James. I think Ashley likes you. I don't even see Ashley's comment. James, do you need some love? And oh, sweet daddy. Give me some loving. Give me some loving. What do we got here? Helen Ledwith. Thank you so much, Helen. What is this here? Oh, there's no comment there. Thank you so very much. Really, I appreciate that. And if you meant to type something there and it didn't show up, feel free. I'll look for that. Look for your name in the chat. Feel free to ask me a question or anything. Which tattoo you want me to show you? No, I'm kidding. So anyway, I see Jeffrey Fulton here. Jeffrey Fulton II says, James, what's your top 5 episodes so far? I'm going to say my number 1 is the first episode. Because had I not liked that, I wouldn't be here right now. I mean, so that to me, that hooked me right from jump. And then when I went and read the book to see, how close they were with that first episode, I love it. And I don't think that episode gets enough credit. Then I love the Red Wedding. That one, I don't know. And here's the bitch of it is I knew it was going to be something because Chris and people in the chat, when they knew I was new, they would be like, wait till he sees the Red Wedding. Wait till he sees the Red Wedding. Has he seen the Red Wedding yet? No. So I knew when I started watching that episode that it was going to be something. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine what happened to happen. And see, that's the cool thing. So that right there shows you how Chris and I are as far as these leaks and stuff go. He waited months for me to see that thing and never leaked one little bit about what I was going to see. He did not ruin it or spoil it for me at all. That was so freaking fun. He said he was watching me instead of the screen while my jaw was in my lap. Hard Home. I love that. And I love Battle of the Bastards. Boy, did I. And I've said on camera before that I will put that battle scene right up there with the D-Day scene on Saving Private Ryan. I'll put it on the battle scenes from Mel Gibson, that movie Braveheart, or the Russell Crowe movie Gladiator. Some of those big open field battles and shit, I put it with any of those. This is a TV show, and it really came through. That was an impressive battle scene. And then the Field of Fire 2.0, I love that episode too. And not that, I don't appreciate the ones with the softer undertones to them and the good plot development, character development, love scenes. I do like all of them. But when you ask me to pick 5, those jump out, the ones with the intense battle scenes. Like when I said Hard Home, do you remember how you felt when all of a sudden you see the White Walkers up on the cliff? You know what I mean? Those horses, dude. And they're at the gate just banging, just breaking their bones trying to get through this wood, man. Then to end it all with that, come at me crow fucking pose, man. Oh God, this show, it blows my freaking mind, man. So yeah, I could have been slower. I could have been quicker telling you my top 5. But yeah. Let's see. James, I'm watching a new channel called Dana Watches Got. It's a filmed reaction of a person who's watching each episode for the first time. It's fun to see a new viewer's take. I will check that out, Doc. I don't know if you guys heard that. Dana watches Got. I'd like to see that myself now. I know how people feel when they were wanting to see me, because everybody was saying, film James as he's watching these. And we tried. We couldn't get the lighting right. It was just really weird when we set it up, because you don't want to watch it with all these fantastic lights on you. So we tried to get a comfortable lighting to watch the show and enjoy it, and we never could find that balance. So I guess basically now looking back, the viewer wouldn't really care about the lighting so much, as long as they could see the person's face, you know what I mean? So I think we did miss a good opportunity there, but I will definitely watch Dana watch it. Amanda Stewart. Oh God. Hoonjive says there are a lot of better reactors, but she is new. Very cool. Well, I have seen, there's a couple who I've watched their videos, and I don't think I subscribed, but I have watched a couple of their videos where it's like they were sitting on the couch together side by side watching it. So it shows their reaction, and then later they'll do like a recap. So I think that's super cool. Excuse me. What's this, Ashley Marie? Can I just say that voice though? That voice though, man. Oh God. I never thought I'd hear that in my life. Carol Brown, rompas. Damn it, Carol, if I can get a romper, I will freaking wear a damn romper at Con of Thrones. A birthday romper. Angie D says, what about a night vision camera? Might look a bit creepy, but just an idea. Hey, I'd like to put one out. That would be really cool. Yeah, Carol Brown. Burlington Bar is boss. Listen, Carol turned me on to Burlington Bar. I agree. There's something about seeing a collective gasp in a big group of people that is just really cool. Didn't somebody tell me Burlington Bar was going to be at Con? I would like to go up and say, guys, man, that was a genius idea. Love it. Yeah, Carol, thank you so much for pointing that out again. There is a link to the GoFundMe in the description of this video. So who's this? James, you and Chris, this is the Prince that wasn't promised. You and Chris should do a stream with In Deep Geek. The accents would go perfectly. I'll have to go watch a video of In Deep Geek. I've heard that name a few times recently for some reason. Maybe I've caught a video. I'll definitely check it out. Geez, yeah, the Prince that wasn't promised. You running out of money for the night? I'm sure, man. Listen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're good, definitely. But I'll tell you what. Let's see. We've been going for about an hour 45, something like that. I think that's good. Oh, so Deborah says need to do one with In Deep Geek. What a nice guy. Well, shit, I'll check it out. I'll check out some videos and possibly reach out. It's worth a shot. I'm a small channel, So Kerry says he live streams with Kyle often. Well, then there's my end. There's my foot in the door right there. So that's cool. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for all this input here, man. I told you guys a long time ago, the comment section will drive this channel, and I mean it. So, yeah, this is really cool. Cool advice. Because you guys definitely have your finger on the pulse way better than I do. Oh, cool. Oh, Hoonjob's got another one here. Hogwarts Reacts, Visor, Blind Wave, Sierra DTV, Motel on Mars, Julie DGJ, Burlington. Well, shit. Have you guys noticed how the live stream chats are saved now? I think it was brought up in my last video, or maybe in Kyle's video, but that is so freaking cool, man, that you can go back and see these now. I don't know why they weren't doing it all along, but that's just so freaking cool. So yeah. What's this, James? I'm shipping you and Ashley. All right, Ashley, get ready, girl. So let's see. Robert from In Deep Geek is also a great guy. Yeah, Eduardo, that's what they were saying. They want me to reach out to In Deep Geek and see about doing a collab. And I said I was a small channel, but if he streams with Kyle, then maybe Kyle could say, hey, yeah, James is a cool guy. So but see, what people need to realize though, when you get me, you don't get some big, Frankenstein monster brain of a freaking expert on this stuff. I'm new. It's weird, man, because I'm like pretty amazing when it comes to remembering sports statistics and names and stuff like that, and records. And I would love nothing more than to sit here and just talk about all the stuff I've got in this head. It would blow your mind, really, the numbers I can remember and stuff. But I have a hard time remembering things when it comes to this, and I don't know. I feel like my brain's reached maximum capacity or something. I don't know. Marilyn Bentley, gosh, thank you so much. Says James, all I can say is I think some of these channels grow by doing so-called plot leaks, and Dale are close to daily uploads. Yes, daily or close to daily uploads. I'll take quality over quantity any day. Here's another 25 to keep the lights on. Thank you so very much, Marilyn Bentley. Thank you. It is a big deal. It really is. But I appreciate that so very much. And I think what you just said right there is important. I think people do. People who upload more do succeed. I need to definitely. It's a little tough, we have two YouTubers, or 1.5, whatever you want to call me. Okay, we have 2 YouTubers in one house, and we got one set of equipments, right? So it's like you got to worry about timing and things like that more, and not step on each other's toes, and I think we do a pretty good job. But I could definitely upload more if I was a little more I don't know, if I was a little better at editing. And actually Kyle just told me about a new software I downloaded, so I'm going to work with that. He said that was what he used when he started. It's really easy, and we'll see. I always want to be on camera though. I don't ever want to put out a video where I'm not facing you. On my other channel, I did a lot of like baseball card opening videos where you just saw my hands, and that was pretty cool because you could see my hands moving with my voice, and so you knew I was there and I was present. But yeah, I don't want to be cookie cutter either. So I want to work on it. I'm trying to wrap my head around my style, how I would like my videos to come across and be, because you can watch a lot of YouTubers, and it seems like a lot of the same content and same techniques and things like that. And so do I want to be? If you ever seen a herd of zebras, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. Wouldn't you rather be like a pink horse in the middle of those? Or I mean, I just picked that color off the top of my head. I don't know. I'm just saying. Wouldn't you like to stand out a little bit in the crowd? It's not a shout, not a diss at anybody or anything. But I hope what I'm saying makes sense. So like I'm coming late to the game, so I don't want to come in and be exactly like everybody else's channel. So I'm just trying to find my groove and my lane and see where I fit in. So anyway, who we got? Mike Bushnell. Is that Mike Bushnell coming in? Yeah, it is. Just show more boobs, he says. Absolutely. The prince that wasn't promised for you and Ashley. Oh, shit, Ashley. What are you stirring up over there? Damn it, man. Anyway, yeah. Mike, I hate you're coming in right at the end, but I think I'm going to jump off here, guys. Yeah, we're about at the 2-hour mark. Thank you for hanging out in this late night Q&A, this late night live stream. And, you know, I can't thank you guys enough. Thanks for letting me, you know, have a meltdown in the beginning and then, you know, get on a soapbox about 3/4 of the way through and in between talk about what kind of lotions I like and the bags under my eyes. Thanks so much for that. And, we did talk a little bit of Game of Thrones and, you know, I enjoy plugging into your positivity, man. You guys keep me motivated. You keep my mind straight, and you genuinely care about me. So I surely appreciate it. And I will. You guys will definitely be seeing me very soon. I don't know what Chris and I have up our sleeve, you know, for the next day, but you'll definitely see us Sunday for sure. And in the meantime, guys, nothing but love, man.